Good morning, beautiful people. Marie Alessi here. I would love to share something with you today that I find so important, in particular for all you helpers out there. And I want to share this message because I am a helper and I want to talk about this whole concept of you need to come first. So, in my early 20s, I used to work as a flight attendant for about 3 and a bit years. And that concept of oxygen masks first on you before you help anybody else, before you help even your children, really made me think about this concept for a really long time. I learned it, I practiced it, not that I ever had to use oxygen masks in an aeroplane. I'm really glad I didn't have to. But we did the drill training and we did all these things where we had to put oxygen masks on us first. And thinking about back then, being a mum and in a case of emergency, watching my children panic, struggle to breathe or whatever, and still putting the oxygen mask on me first, I really struggled with that concept. I understood why I had to do it, but it was all just in my brain, not in my emotions, not absorbed in like really understanding it with all my heart. I learned it from my brain capacity, just from that level, not more. And then being a mom years later, I still struggled with this idea. If I was to see my kids struggle or stressed, I would straight away jump and help them first. And still, I knew that that was not the right way to do it. Yet my instinct was still to help my kids first. Only when we were about maybe 1 or 2 years into um, our grieving journey after Rob died, that's when I finally understood how important it was to take myself first and to make sure that I was okay. Because if I wasn't, then I couldn't help them. And this is something that I also later on realized, even more than anything else, by me doing that, by me making sure that I was okay, I was the perfect example for them. I can't tell them to look after themselves and to care for themselves and to practice self love and self respect if I am, what's the word I'm looking for? If I am showing them a different example, let me put it that way. If I say one thing, but I show them a different thing. So when I look in this group, that is also the perfect scenario where we can talk about this topic. And that's why I wanted to bring it to you guys. In our group, Loving Love After Loss, every now and then I come across someone who comes on into this group completely fresh with their loss, really fresh, still in a lot of pain, and then they reach out to everybody else in a group and say, just chat to me, I'll help you. And I'm sitting there watching this from the outside thinking, do I put a stop to that or not? Because who am I to control that? Just because I founded the group doesn't give me the right to tell people who is allowed to talk to who or not. And I don't want to do that. But I want you to understand one thing. If somebody who's drowning reaches out to you, would you cling on to them? Or would you reach out to somebody who is sitting in a boat with a safety ring? I know who I would grab onto, but you can't see that when somebody reaches out to you in that very moment, whether they are drowning or not. I can see it from the outside because I'm sitting in that boat, if that makes sense. So I understand why people do that. When the pain that you are experiencing is so intense that you don't know what to do with it, you tend to look at others to solve their pain because it seems easier. Yet what happens is you don't heal your own pain, you distract from it. You allow yourself, not even realizing you're doing that, to distract from your pain rather than address it. So it becomes easier for you to say, hey, just send me a PM. Hey, I'll chat to you. Hey, you can reach out to me anytime. I've got you. But the thing is, you don't. When you are still drowning, you cannot possibly help other people. You can understand them. You can give them the feeling that you understand their pain, yet you are not helping them heal it unless you reach out to somebody who has healed it. And that is something I learned in this group very quickly, that I could only help people when I helped myself, when I healed my own pain. So still to this day, although I believe that I have healed my grief, and yes, it does come to visit every now and then, but I have healed my grief. I'm in a really good space with that these days. And still, I heal and help myself first. I have different people that I go to for different things. I go to regular massages that are a huge part of my healing journey. Every 3 weeks, I get a kahuna massage. I see my emotional coach when I feel that I reach a point where I just need to chat to somebody else who's done the heart yards, who's done the healing, who knows how to help me. And I see her on a quite regular basis, about once a month. Even if I don't feel any urge to heal something, I always check in with her to make sure that my emotional state stays in check. I have a business mentor who I talk to that helps me address the group and hold space for the group and create programs and retreats and all these things that I offer in a way that it is helpful to you. So I receive help from everywhere around me, so I am able to help you and to hold space for a group with 3,500 people. You know, if I wouldn't look after myself in a way that I feel strong enough and healthy enough, I could not possibly do that. I wouldn't be sitting in this boat reaching out to you. I'd be probably in the ocean drowning with everybody else who doesn't know how to get out. I created this group for those people who are drowning so they can come into the boat, so they can see that they are helped. Because unfortunately, there are enough groups um, where everybody is swimming around in the ocean, trying not to drown, clinging on to uh, each other, and sometimes not knowing and not understanding that they are actually not able to help them because they're not holding on to something that actually helps them be pulled out of that water, if that makes sense. So I truly felt that in our group, we're all doing a really great job. Most people are open to help. Most people are open or coming to this group because we have the title Loving Life After Loss. And if that title wouldn't appeal to you, you wouldn't be in this group. Something inside of you has drawn you to that title, to that glimpse of hope that it might seem to you in that moment. So I want you to understand that when you come into the group, I'd really love for you to accept help in. And when somebody reaches out to you to want to help you, it doesn't matter whether that's me, whether that's one of our moderators, or anybody else in the group. Make sure that the person reaching out to you is sitting in a boat and not about to drown paddling next to you. That is really important for me, for you to understand the difference, the whole concept of oxygen masks first. When you come into this group and you feel like you're drowning, please make sure that you are sitting in a boat first before you reach out to others to help, because you're not doing them or yourself a favor. So I'm glad that I have learned this concept. I really wholeheartedly embrace it these days. I want to be a shining example for my boys, how it feels like, what it looks like to look after yourself. And I also want to be a shining example for you guys, what it looks like, how it feels like, and that it is possible to heal. So this week, I'm embarking on our next healing retreat. I'm really looking forward to it. If that is something that you feel could be your boat, where you would like to jump on board, come on in and experience that really deep healing and have somebody nurture you for an entire weekend, cook for you, look after you, hold space for you, listen to you, and provide that space where you can truly heal then please do send me a private message right now or comment below and I'll get in touch with you. There's more information on mariaalessi.com if you want to follow us. If you watch this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification. I'm doing these live videos every week and I'm sending you so much love. This is Maria Alessi signing off. Bye for now.